European car brands have dominated the roads for decades, but now they're facing a new kind of competition: electric vehicle startups. What's causing this shift? From slow EV adoption to outdated manufacturing models, we'll explore why traditional giants are struggling to keep up in a market that's moving faster than ever. Today, we will talk about why European car brands are struggling against EV startups. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The legacy challenge of European automakers. European car brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and Volkswagen have built their reputation on decades of engineering excellence, luxury, and performance. However, this legacy has become a double-edged sword in the age of electric vehicles, EVs. Traditional automakers rely heavily on internal combustion engines, large manufacturing plants, and established supply chains. Transitioning to EVs requires rethinking production, retraining employees, and redesigning vehicles from the ground up. Meanwhile, EV startups, unencumbered by legacy infrastructure, can innovate faster, design electric platforms natively, and focus on software-driven experiences. This agility allows newcomers to respond quickly to market trends and regulatory demands, leaving some European brands struggling to keep pace. 2. High development costs and slower EV rollouts. Developing competitive EVs is expensive, especially for established brands with legacy platforms. Retrofitting combustion engine platforms for electric drivetrains is less efficient than building purpose-built EVs. European automakers face high R&D costs, expensive battery technology investments, and the challenge of meeting increasingly stringent emissions regulations. In contrast, startups like Tesla, NIO, and BYD design vehicles around electric architecture from day one, reducing inefficiencies and cutting time to market. Slower rollouts mean European brands often arrive after EV startups have already captured consumer attention, allowing newcomers to dominate early EV adoption and build strong brand loyalty. 3. Software and technology gaps. EVs are as much about software as they are about batteries and motors. Startups excel in integrating advanced infotainment systems, autonomous driving features, and over-the-air updates. European automakers, historically hardware-focused, often lag in software development. Legacy systems require complex integration, limiting the ability to quickly release new features or improve user experience. Consumers now expect regular updates, smart navigation, and advanced driver assist systems as standard, which EV startups deliver natively. This gap in technology and digital experience contributes to the perception that European brands are slower to innovate in the EV space. 4. Consumer perception and brand positioning. European car brands are traditionally associated with luxury, precision engineering, and combustion engine performance. While these qualities are still admired, they may not resonate with the EV market that prioritizes technology, sustainability, and software-driven user experience. EV startups brand themselves as futuristic, eco-conscious, and innovative, capturing the imagination of younger buyers. Meanwhile, some European brands struggle to reposition themselves as leaders in electrification, and the slower adoption of digital marketing strategies puts them at a disadvantage in influencing EV-savvy consumers. 5. Supply chain constraints and battery challenges. Battery supply is a critical factor in the EV market. Startups often secure long-term contracts directly with battery manufacturers or invest in gigafactories, ensuring a steady supply for scaling production. European automakers, relying on traditional supply chains, face higher costs and bottlenecks. Delays in securing enough batteries impact production capacity, pricing, and delivery timelines. Additionally, the shift to EVs requires new materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. And European companies face competition from startups and Asian manufacturers who dominate battery supply. This supply challenge slows adoption and allows EV startups to capture market share more rapidly. 6. Regulatory pressure and emission standards. The European Union has some of the strictest emission standards globally, pushing automakers toward electrification quickly. While this is an incentive for innovation, It also creates enormous pressure on legacy brands to meet deadlines while balancing profitability. EV startups, unencumbered by legacy fleets of combustion vehicles, can align with these regulations from the beginning. European brands must simultaneously maintain diesel and gasoline production lines, increasing costs and complicating compliance. The result is a slower, more expensive transition compared to lean, EV-only startups. 7. Pricing and market competition. EV startups often offer competitive pricing or unique financing and subscription models to attract early adopters. By contrast, European brands' EVs can be expensive due to legacy production costs, high labor costs, and added R&D overhead. Consumers notice the value difference, especially when performance and range are similar between a startup EV and a European offering. Additionally, European automakers compete internally between luxury EV models and more affordable offerings, sometimes diluting brand identity and confusing customers, whereas startups can focus on niche markets and scale efficiently. 8. Cultural resistance to change. European automakers face internal resistance to change. Engineers, designers, and management teams steeped in decades of combustion engine expertise may be hesitant to fully embrace new EV technologies. Decision-making processes in legacy companies are often slower due to multiple layers of management and bureaucratic approval. EV startups, by contrast, have flat structures that encourage rapid innovation, risk-taking, and iterative development. This cultural inertia slows the pace of electrification and contributes to the perception that European brands are lagging behind their nimble competitors. 9. Marketing and consumer education. EV startups excel at marketing vehicles as part of a lifestyle and technological revolution, highlighting sustainability, performance, and innovation. European brands often rely on traditional advertising emphasizing luxury, craftsmanship, and driving experience. While these qualities remain appealing, they do not fully capture the values that many modern EV buyers prioritize. Startups also invest heavily in digital platforms, influencer partnerships, and direct-to-consumer sales, creating strong brand engagement and a sense of community. European automakers are now learning that traditional dealership-focused strategies may be insufficient to compete effectively in the EV era. 10. The path forward for European brands. Despite these challenges, European automakers are responding. Companies like Volkswagen with the ID series, BMW with the iX, and Mercedes with the EQ lineup are investing billions in EV development, software capabilities, and battery production. Strategic partnerships, acquisitions of EV startups, and heavy investment in gigafactories aim to close the innovation gap. Success depends on balancing legacy strengths like engineering excellence and brand reputation with the agility and tech focus of startups. Those brands that embrace electrification, streamline production, and prioritize software innovation are more likely to regain competitiveness and thrive in the evolving global EV market. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.